Drawing from an outside the waistband holster is very simple, and there's going to be two keys areas that I want to cover. It's going to be the safety and the efficiency of it. First thing about safety is going to be, as you're drawing and reholstering, make sure you're not pointing your gun at anything you don't intend to put a bullet hole in. Additionally, make sure your finger is straight and off the trigger, not prepping as you're drawing or anything like that. Keep it straight, keep it off of the trigger until you have your sights downrange on target. The first thing is going to be establishing a proper grip inside the holster. So how I like to do that is going to be establish a proper grip outside of the holster, then put the gun back in the holster. That is where I want my hand to go as I'm drawing the gun. So I can start from hands above, hands below, holding a phone, holding a mag, whatever it is. I want my hand to go to that proper grip consistently every single time before I'm worried about speed. I just want to go straight to the holster and get a proper grip on it. Then I will then retrieve the gun. As my right hand, strong hand, whatever hand, is going to the gun and achieving that grip, my support hand is going to be coming towards the gun. Okay, I want both hands moving at the same time. I don't want to have this hand come out, then this hand's going to be playing catch up. You're just not going to achieve a consistent grip or a proper grip with your support hand if you're trying to do that. So both hands are going to be moving at the same time towards the gun. This is where that safety key area matters a lot, where I'm not going to be muzzling my fingers. So I'm not going to have my hand out here as I'm drawing my gun, keeping it nice close to the body as I'm drawing, and then going to be presenting out. As I'm presenting out, those hands are going to be matching up, whether it matches up right here in the front, match here in the back. Those are kind of the end points. I want it to match up somewhere in between. Be very mindful as you're presenting the gun out at the very, very end, you don't just hammer it home and have all this unnecessary, inefficient motion in your sights at the very, very end. You want to make sure as you're drawing that all of this from all here can be super, super fast, but once you get to the very, very end, I kind of actually want to slow down a little bit just so I can pick up my sight just a hair sooner, so I'm able to break that shot quicker and it be an accurate shot instead of me just kind of hoping that my sights are going to be there when I haven't actually picked them up in the first place. Now, a small thing about posture is I don't really want to have any of my posture change as I'm drawing the holster. We've all seen the kind of tactical Timmy, we'll call him, where he has the shoulders really, really high. He brings all this XX motion and it just looks super, super tense, like it's not helping anything. I want to stay as relaxed as possible and try to not have any excess motion as I'm drawing the gun. So I'm going to try to keep my shoulders low as possible. I'm going to have my head stationary. I'm not going to dip my head. I'm not going to lean my head forward. I'm not going to just like move my butt out or whatever it is. I'm just be as stationary as possible. The only thing I want to be moving is my hands and the gun. That's it. Eyes staying still. I'm bringing the sights to my eyes and not trying to find my eyes to the sights. That is a great way. If I have two things moving, I'm never going to get them to line up. Have one thing stationary, which are my eyes, because they're more important, and my sights are going to come to them. Last thing I want to note is when you're practicing off the get-go, whenever this is the first time learning how to draw from an outside waistband holster, it's going to be just take it nice and slow from the start. Okay, work on, first thing is just getting the consistent grip, bringing the sights on, picking up the sights early on, not having any excess motion in my shoulders, my head, anything like that. Work on just nice and smooth, efficient motion, then add the speed aspect to it, okay? Once you can do this in a reasonable amount of time where it's just nice and fluid, then try to push the speed, push the speed, push the speed. A par time and dry fire is a great example of how to push this, of backing that par time just down, down, down. And then whenever you mess up, pause there and do that same par time over and over and over again. Then add a little bit addition to your par time and keep working it like that way. So you're kind of gonna be inoculated to the speed of finding your grip, presenting out, and finding your sights fast on target. So put this in your dry fire and live fire regimen and give it a shot.